to put y'all hands together out there. Woo. Come on. War's increasing. It's so displeasing. Can't you see where we're headed now? We stand no chance with just politicians. We need to pray about what's going on. It makes me wanna throw my hands up. Come on now. Hey, it makes me want to throw both hands in the air so that I can. Oh, baby's hungry, widows lonely, peace among us may soon be gone. We need to change our ways, starting today, or deal with fate that can't be undone. Come on, throw your hands up. Come on now. Hey, it makes me want to throw both hands in the air so that I can. Oh, shout it out a little louder. I need to feel. Come on. Hey. We gotta shout for our blessings. That's what we're really missing. Every day can't be Sunday. Find joy in manic Mondays. If someone's out there listening, this is what I'm really wishing. Before the end of this song, you help us sing along. Oh, hey, lift up your voice. Shout it out a little louder. I need to hear. Hey, yeah, louder. Shout it out a little louder. Hey, a little louder now. I need to feel ya. Come on, lift up your voice. Come on, look there, all. Come on, lift up your voice and speak. Shout.
Well, all right, everybody. Thank y'all. Welcome in, but bring the energy because it's time for the Cassandra Show.
Woo! Yes! Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Cassandra Show. Y'all make some noise for one of the baddest bands in the land for the culture. How y'all doing, fellas?
Good.
Listen.
Make me want to shout.
Make us want to shout.
Hey.
Listen, I wrote that song back in 2002 when we were getting ready to go to war. We literally had just heard that we were going to war. And I was just like, no, this cannot be happening. So thank you guys so much. This song is called Shout. Now, one fun fact today. Did y'all know that on this day in 1909, the NAACP was founded? That's right. Over 100 years ago, people decided protest wasn't enough. They built institutions. So every time we talk about voting rights, education equity, civil rights, honey, that groundwork started on this date.
Hey,
Yes.
Come on, y'all.
So
say it loud.
say it loud. We are what?
Black
Black and no proud.
Y'all better go ahead. Listen, I need y'all to get all comfy.
Yeah.
Grab your bubbly beverage
Yeah.
and let's get this show started. Let's get it started. Woo! Yes. All right, y'all. This is the part of the show where headlines. Let's talk about this. Where headlines stop being gossip and start being heavy.
Okay.
When the math isn't mathing. When power feels predatory. When truth gets louder than comfort. Y'all, this isn't about spectacle. It's about discernment. And when the news makes your chest tight, we say what Grandma used
What
to
she
say.
said?
What did she say, y'all? She says, "Fix it, Jesus." Woo! Yeah! All right, so let's talk about this backpack timeline that's raising red flags in the Savannah Guthrie case. So this right here, this is the part that makes your chest tight. Savannah Guthrie's 84-year-old mother, y'all, is still missing. There's doorbell footage and it shows someone in gloves, a mask, and a backpack. And then they pick up like plants off the ground to cover the camera, disconnect it, and then they're gone. So Savannah said, "We believe that she's still out there and please bring her home." Now here's where it gets loud. Y'all, the new video shows a man with 2 backpacks 5 miles away at 1:52 a.m. Now, Nancy's camera disconnects at 1:47 a.m. And then at 2:12, the software detects a person at her door.
What's going on?
So TMZ says the backpack, same Walmart Ozark Trail hiker, reflective straps and all. So let's do the math. If it's the same man, that's 19 minutes to drive 5 miles, change appearance, and show up masked at her door.
Wow.
19 minutes. Is that possible? Yes.
Oh,
Is that comfortable?
Okay.
No, it ain't comfortable. And why are you trying to open locked gates at almost 2 a.m. with 2 backpacks? Baby, the timing is loud. The footage is louder, and somebody's mama is still missing.
Yeah.
And all we can say is what?
Fix it, Jesus.
Because this isn't a mystery movie, y'all. This is somebody's real life. Is that not crazy?
That is crazy.
That's crazy. We are hoping that she will return home safely. All right, now this one, whew, y'all, throw the whole VIP section away.
Throw it away.
A Miami Beach nightclub is being accused in a federal lawsuit of allegedly funneling the best looking and most intoxicated women to wealthy brothers sitting in VIP.
Allegedly.
Oh, man.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you. So the lawsuit says that women were allegedly drugged and raped. Not once, not twice, multiple incidents. And the club named as complicit. Baby, if staff is allegedly selecting intoxicated women like bottle service, that's not nightlife. That's predatory logistics. Now, meanwhile, the Alexander brothers are already on trial in New York for federal sex trafficking charges. So this ain't random.
Oh, that's what they do.
This looks like a pattern.
Yeah.
And all we gonna say is what?
Fix
it, Jesus! Whoa! Come on! Fix it, Jesus! My God. Now, okay. Auntie blinked twice on this one. Did y'all see Sexyy Red? Sexyy Red took Michael Jackson's Beat It, and she turned it into, well, just eat it. And she ain't talking about vegetables.
What is she talking about, sis?
She talking about something we ain't talking about because of the FCC, Luke.
Just like that?
So listen, she has never claimed to be subtle. She leans into shock like it's cardio. But flipping a MJ classic into an X-rated anthem? Come on, that's bold.
We know you love you some Michael Jackson.
Girl, when I tell you, Chris, I mean, guys, when I tell you, I used to wear the one glove in church. I was such a fan. You can't do this. Now, here's the real question. Did the estate clear this? Or did she need clearance, guys, based on where she did
So
it?
far, I've only seen it online, so I don't know. I've only seen it on social media.
But
they need to start asking for clearance on social media too, if that's the case. Or, I mean, is somebody about to moonwalk into a lawsuit? It looks like she might be like, I can't do it in these shoes. Because sampling a legend without paperwork, that ain't a thriller, y'all. That's legal horror. Yeah. So all we can say to that is what? Fix it, Jesus! Woo! Okay, let's breathe, y'all. Big breath. Bronny James is heading back to the G League. Not because he failed, not because he flopped, because development takes minutes, and he ain't getting them in the NBA rotation. Y'all, in the G League, he has 12 points, nearly 5 assists. That's solid efficiency. Yeah. At the NBA level, though, 6 minutes a night ain't growth, y'all. That's a little cardio.
Warm up.
Okay, basketball fans over here. Now, let's be honest. His last name weighs more than the jersey. But sending him down to get reps, that's not punishment. That's process. Yeah. So what can we say, y'all? Fix it, Jesus! I guess. Because you know what? People actually love to rush a 19-year-old like he's supposed to be a LeBron 2.0 by Tuesday. That's insane. Yeah. Now listen, he is not the first person to go through this, y'all, to go to the G League route. Pascal Siakam, do you know that?
Siakam.
Exactly. Yeah. Kawhi Leonard.
Yes.
And Jordan Poole all spent time developing outside the spotlight before becoming champions and all-stars. Y'all, the G League isn't a demotion. It's reps. The only thing different here is the last name. Bam.
Yeah, that's very good.
Get demoted to get them reps.
That's it. All right. So check it out, y'all. This is business, y'all. Britney Spears quietly sold her music catalog in what's being called a landmark deal. Y'all know what that translation is? Britney just secured the bag after years under a conservatorship where she didn't control her own life. She just made a move that screams ownership. Baby, one more time, slave for you, gimme more, all part of the deal. Now, some fans feel sentimental, some a little nervous, but artists are selling their catalogs. It's like a retirement plan. Yeah. Dr. Dre sold his for $200 million. Bruce Springsteen sold his for $500 million. Yeah. Justin Bieber, $200 million. Katy Perry, $200. Wait a minute. Bob Dylan, $400 million, guys. And now Britney, $200. So listen, we've all been front row at the Britney Instagram residency, right? Episode 3,908 of Dance confessions of her being on Instagram all the time.
How can she do it?
Whatever season she's in, Chris, we're rooting for her peace over performance. So we're just going to say, fix it, Jesus. Because, baby, if she walks away with peace and a payout, that ain't toxic. That's healing with interest. You better come on.
Interest,
all right, y'all, this story is crazy. I need you to hold on. This woman was on TV for 15 years, a whole renovation empire. And you're telling me she used the hard R?
I think he called me racist.
Not a slip, not a remix, the full historical violence version. HGTV said absolutely not. They pulled Rehab Addict from all platforms, y'all. It's gone. It's erased. Because let's be clear, that word is not just language. It's history, it's trauma, it's blood memory. Now, Nicole Curtis says it's not part of her vocabulary, and she apologized. But baby, words don't just appear out of nowhere, especially that one. You don't accidentally land on that hard R.
Yeah.
And networks are in their zero tolerance era because advertisers don't like racism tied to backsplash towel. Not at all. So what we gonna say, y'all? Fix it, Jesus! Baby, because if your tongue is comfortable saying it, your heart might need some little renovation too.
Let's talk about that heart.
Now, you know what? I want to go back a little bit because y'all remember Paula Deen got in trouble, right? Remember Paula Deen in 2013? She was in she was in a deposition in a discrimination lawsuit, and she said, "Oh yeah, I think I said it in the past." Well, honey, she said it, and the Food Network did not go for it. Several corporate sponsors dropped her behind, and major business partnerships completely ended. And there's a few other people, Roseanne Barr, and the guy from, what's the show that we used to watch, y'all? Seinfeld. Y'all remember the comedian from Seinfeld?
Yeah.
He let that little hard R slip during he was doing some stand-up comedy, and honey, his career just went
Crash.
all right. It's time to move on. Y'all, this next segment is called Melanin Money Tips. Woo! Come on. Right here, guys. Family, if you've opened social media in the last 6 months, you've probably heard, don't buy right now. Wait for the crash. Rates are too high. Buy before it's too late. It's loud, it's confusing, and for a lot of people, it's paralyzing because buying a home isn't just a transaction, y'all. It's your savings, your stability, your family's future. So today isn't about hype. It's not about pressure. It's about clarity, because fear should never be the loudest voice in the room when you're making a life decision. Y'all, this conversation is called Buy Smart, Not Scared.
Okay.
And we're about to calm the noise all the way down. Y'all, please help me welcome to the Lavender Couch, the one and only Miss De'Erica Watson! Woo! Yay! Hey, beautiful. So good to see you. Please have a seat. Come on. Well, hello, dear lady. How are you?
I'm awesome. How are you?
You are awesome, and you look awesome.
Thank you.
I don't know, but I need y'all to get a shoe cam of these shoes she has on today. Miss Watson, those are fabulous.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
so welcome.
Fashion Nova.
Get out of here. Are
Yeah.
you serious? Oh, we in. We all the way in. So let's start here. Is now actually a terrible time to buy, or is that just the internet talking?
I think it's just I know it's just the internet talking. It's all in your personal preference on what's best for you. So you have to look at your own scenario and where you want to go in the future, not necessarily what the market is, because you're always going to have, naysayers saying do and don't, but it's your situation. So you have to look at your, what you're paying for rent pretty much. Are you going to continue to pay for rent and throw your money out or are you going to get a property that you can afford that payment for the moment, and then later down, maybe if the interest rates are higher, you could refi to a lower payment that you can afford, or the goal is to build equity so that you can be able to have that security later on down the line.
Yes.
So it's all in your personal preference.
Okay, I love that. So when people say, oh, it's a buyer's market, no, it's a seller's market, we shouldn't listen to that. What does that even mean?
So right now we are back into a buyer's market. We were in a seller's market for some time, for about last 2-3 years now. But now it's buyer's market. It's the earliest buyer's market. It's best to get in now before all the buyers come back in the market, because then you're going to have, competition. Then you're going to have more cash at hand. Then we're going to have more, have to pretty much put your cards on the table. If you do now, then you're locked in. You don't have to worry about trying to negotiate on a higher, pay more than what the property is really worth, or even, putting out more cash at hand, because in this, what we're in right now, cash is king, pretty much.
Cash is king.
It is.
And also just inventory.
Yes.
Because at one point when I was trying to buy a house, it was like, oh, that one's gone. That one's gone. And you're like, oh my God, you get all excited about it.
Right.
And before you can get to it, somebody done bought it. And sometimes they buy it all in cash, y'all.
Yeah, right,
Bam.
right.
Just
right.
like that. So what matters more than interest rates when someone is deciding whether to buy?
And the interest rate, so how I do it is I use the seller's money. When my buyers get ready to go buy and the interest rates may be higher, we leverage with the seller's money. We ask for contribution to be able to buy down those rates. And you can still negotiate, shop around with different lenders to make sure you're getting a lower rate or whatever the case may be. You have some buyers who are going new construction route. New construction route, they do have a lower interest rate around 3.99%.
Ooh, that's real good.
It is really good, but you have to have someone behind you that really knows what you're doing when you're going new construction, because what you're going to do is you'll think you're going in, especially for buyers who are going in with no representation, because they have to know that the builders are representing them, the builders. They're not looking
They're
out
looking
for
in their
buyers.
best interest, not yours.
Correct, correct. So when a buyer goes into new construction, they're just going in based off of an interest rate. They don't know that when they go close that first year payment, yeah, the payments are lower, but when your taxes are reassessed on that property, which is now on the land, you are paying much higher. So you'll see a lot of, we have now foreclosures, pre-foreclosures coming, you know, because now the payments are higher than what they expected and they can't afford it. So they're having to either sell early. Sometimes they're having to short sell because they don't have enough time long term for the equity to grow, and the prices aren't where they're supposed to be because they're trying to get out too early.
Ooh.
So
Now, explain to us quickly, what is a short sale?
a short sale means that you're selling the property for lower than what you purchased it for, and the bank has to agree for you to sell it at that purchase price before you go into foreclosure.
Very good. Thank you so much.
You're
We
welcome.
learned so much, y'all. So if someone feels scared but also tired of renting, how do they know whether they're ready emotionally and financially?
How do they know that they're ready is you're gonna have to like I say, assess your situation, have the right guidance behind you, and kind of put the pros and cons, line them up. You know, are you planning is this your long-term goal, short-term goal? What are your 5-year goals and things like that? And is this gonna be your forever home or first-time home? You know, and if it's your first-time home, a lot of first-timers, they stay in the home from 2 to 5 years. That's a good enough time for you, especially if you're using down payment assistance, because those grant monies are not forgivable most times. So you can use those monies, and if you could, some of them allow you to stay in the house for 5 years or so, then you could sell it and be forgiven. But a lot of times, it just depends on your situation. Are you tired of renting? How's the landlord? How are you continue to go into the rental unit and continue to waste your money decorating up that space and that place? And
And I had a friend of mine that said to me, "What are you doing? Just go buy the house." I always said, you know what? I don't know where I want to live, so I don't know if I want to buy a house. And then when I bought the house, I realized, oh my God, the benefits, y'all. The tax write-off for the first 5 years. All of this stuff is so important. All that money you pay in.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it had to be you, Chris, right? Listen, you and your wife are constantly doing something to your fabulous home. So yes, thank you for that.
That's why I told you,
Yes,
boy,
that's
just buy
why
the
you
house.
said-
That's what I
yes,
told you. Yeah,
yes, of course, it had to be you. But we have some people who wrote into us, and they have questions. This next segment is called No Filter. Are you ready to answer some
I am
questions?
ready, yes.
All right, here we go. All right, let's feast our eyes on the screen.
Hey sis, I'm Andre from Philly. My credit ain't perfect and I'm ashamed.
Yeah.
How do I move past feeling disqualified for home ownership? Hey sis, I'm Andre from
Okay, Andre from Philly, can you tell us what he should do to be not concerned about being qualified? Is that what he asked us?
Yes.
Andre, okay.
All
I
right.
couldn't hear it initially very well. Do you hear it?
Yes, I did.
Okay, good. Go ahead.
So, Andre, what you should do is don't be afraid. Sometimes buyers are a lot closer than they realize. you only need a 580 to qualify, and that's your mid score. So with your mid score, you're just taking all 3 credit bureaus and you are just seeing what middle number you are, because that's what the lender's number is looking like. You want to find a lender that has that's able to do a soft pull on you if you are really wanting to see what your score is with the lender. And then from there, you just make sure you have a great realtor that's going to put you on track with, even if you need credit repair or whatever the case may be, that's going to guide you along the way and hold your hand along the way till you get there. So,
and that realtor is Miss De'Erica Watson. Listen, thank you so much for joining us. To all of our viewers, God bless you. Thank you so much. We'll be back here tomorrow for the culture.
All right, everybody, thank y'all for tuning in. Come on, come on, come on. Now just scan that QR code at the bottom of your screen, because we've got so much more exclusive content